Hey there, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Angelina Stone, and today we're diving into something that might sound almost too simple to matter, yet it holds one of the quietest, most powerful secrets for male vitality. It's not a pill, it's not a supplement, and it doesn't require prescriptions or complicated routines. It's a natural approach that begins with something you can find at any grocery store. A small, deep-colored fruit that you can eat before bed, and that, over time, can help restore a part of your body's natural rhythm that many men lose as they age. I'm talking about that natural sign of early morning vitality, the spontaneous morning erection. For years, medicine has recognized it not just as a symbol of youth or masculinity, but as a true marker of vascular and hormonal health. When it disappears, it often tells us that blood flow, nitric oxide signaling, or even hormone balance has started to decline. What most men never realize is that nutrition, the chemistry of what we eat, and even when we eat it, can have a direct impact on how this system performs. A few months ago, a patient of mine named David came to see me. He's 59, a retired pilot who still cycles every weekend. But lately, he told me, mornings had changed. For almost 4 years, he had woken up without that familiar sign of energy. He'd tried zinc, magnesium, even prescription options. What frustrated him wasn't just the physical side, it was what that change represented. He felt older, less confident, and a bit disconnected from himself. Instead of adding another supplement, I asked him to change something simple, to introduce a nightly serving of a specific type of fruit, a dark one, purple fruit, and to make it part of his bedtime routine for at least 6 weeks. He looked at me as if I were joking, but he agreed to try. 6 weeks later, he emailed me, surprised and smiling. "It's back," he wrote. By 3 months, he said he felt younger, more energetic, and, his words, more alive than I have in a decade. The science behind that story isn't magic, it's biochemistry. Many purple and dark blue fruits contain compounds called anthocyanins, powerful plant pigments that act as natural antioxidants and vascular protectors. These molecules help maintain the health of the endothelium, which is the inner lining of your blood vessels. The endothelium's main job is to produce nitric oxide, a gas that signals the smooth muscles of your arteries to relax. When they relax, blood flow increases, and proper blood flow is the foundation of healthy erectile function. As men age, oxidative stress, inflammation, and lifestyle factors slowly reduce endothelial performance. Nitric oxide levels drop, blood vessels become less responsive, and erections become weaker or less frequent. Anthocyanins directly counter that process by neutralizing free radicals and improving nitric oxide-mediated vasodilation. Let's start with the most studied of these foods, the humble blueberry. A single cup of blueberries contains dozens of different anthocyanins, as well as small amounts of resveratrol, quercetin, and vitamin C, all of them which synergize to enhance blood vessel function. Clinical research shows that regular blueberry consumption improves flow-mediated dilation, which is a measure of how well your arteries expand. In one large Harvard study, men who ate anthocyanin-rich fruits several times a week had up to an 11% lower risk of developing erectile dysfunction compared to those who rarely ate them. But timing matters. Eating blueberries before bed ensures that these bioactive compounds circulate in your system during sleep, the time when your body naturally cycles through several episodes of nocturnal erections. These nighttime events are not random. They're a built-in maintenance program that keeps erectile tissue oxygenated and healthy. When anthocyanins are present during those hours, they amplify that restorative process. About 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries 30 to 60 minutes before bed is ideal. Frozen berries are perfectly fine. In fact, they often contain more antioxidants because they're frozen at peak ripeness. You can enjoy them plain, with yogurt, or slightly warmed with a touch of cinnamon to enhance circulation further. Another remarkable fruit is the blackberry. Deep purple-black, slightly tart, and incredibly nutrient-dense. Blackberries contain one of the highest anthocyanin concentrations of any common berry. They're particularly rich in a form called cyanidin-3-glucoside, which has been shown to relax blood vessels by improving endothelial nitric oxide synthase activity, the enzyme that makes nitric oxide in the first place. Blackberries are also high in fiber, roughly 8 grams per cup. That fiber helps regulate blood sugar, which is critical because fluctuating glucose levels can blunt testosterone production and contribute to vascular damage. Stable blood sugar means more stable hormone output and better energy balance. The vitamin C content in blackberries, about half your daily requirement per cup, supports collagen formation, keeping your arteries flexible and strong. When I advise patients to rotate fruits, I often suggest alternating between blueberries and blackberries through the week. Each night, 1 cup before bed, sometimes blended with unsweetened almond milk or a spoon of Greek yogurt, provides a steady stream of vascular support. Now, let's talk about a rarer cousin, the black raspberry. Unlike the common red raspberries, black raspberries are darker, richer, and significantly higher in anthocyanins. They've been studied for their impact on cardiovascular health, inflammation, and even arterial stiffness. Chronic inflammation damages the endothelium, reducing nitric oxide availability and increasing oxidative stress. Black raspberries contain unique polyphenols that calm that inflammation. In controlled studies, participants who consumed black raspberry powder or juice saw improvements in blood pressure and endothelial responsiveness within just a few weeks. For men, this translates into better circulation where it matters most. 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of fresh or frozen berries, or 1 to 2 tablespoons of freeze-dried powder mixed with water, is enough to keep those benefits consistent. Then there are grapes, specifically dark purple or black varieties with thick skins. Grape skins and seeds are loaded with proanthocyanins and resveratrol, 2 compounds that have gained attention for their ability to rejuvenate vascular tissue and combat oxidative damage. Resveratrol activates a class of proteins called sirtuins, which are associated with longevity and metabolic efficiency. It also stimulates nitric oxide synthesis and inhibits platelet aggregation, which helps blood move more freely. In laboratory and human studies, grapeseed extract has improved markers of blood flow and erectile response. But eating whole grapes gives you something supplements can't: the synergy of fiber, natural sugars, and hundreds of phytochemicals working together. About 1 to 1.5 cups of the darkest grapes before bed provides an ideal dose. Always eat the skins, as that's where most of the resveratrol resides. The fig is another ancient ally in male vitality, often overlooked, yet deeply nourishing. Figs have appeared in fertility and virility myths across cultures for thousands of years, and modern nutrition gives those stories a scientific foundation. Figs are abundant in amino acids, particularly arginine, the very molecule your body uses to manufacture nitric oxide. Consuming arginine from whole foods rather than supplements ensures a slow, balanced absorption that keeps blood flow steady without spiking insulin. Figs also deliver magnesium, potassium, and zinc, 3 minerals essential for hormonal balance and vascular tone. Magnesium supports hundreds of enzymatic reactions, including those that synthesize testosterone and regulate nitric oxide. Zinc directly contributes to testosterone production, and low zinc levels correlate with reduced libido and erectile performance. Potassium helps control blood pressure, preventing the vascular stiffness that often accompanies aging. 2 to 4 fresh figs before bed, or 2 to 3 dried ones if fresh isn't available, can gently raise arginine levels overnight. I sometimes recommend pairing them with a small spoon of almond butter to add healthy fats and slow carbohydrate absorption, keeping blood sugar smooth through the night. Next come plums, especially the deep purple varieties. Plums combine anthocyanins with phenolic acids, another class of antioxidants that help reduce arterial inflammation. They're also one of the few fruits rich in vitamin K, which regulates calcium metabolism and prevents arterial calcification, a silent process that stiffens blood vessels and diminishes blood flow over time. By supporting healthy calcium use, vitamin K keeps arteries flexible. Plums even contain small amounts of boron, a trace mineral linked to testosterone regulation. Studies show that boron supplementation can raise free testosterone levels within a week, and though you won't get supplement-level doses from fruit, regular intake adds up. 2 to 3 ripe dark plums before bed is a practical and delicious dose. Then there's the acai berry, almost black in color and one of the most antioxidant-dense foods on Earth. Acai's ORAC score, a measure of antioxidant capacity, surpasses nearly every other fruit. Its anthocyanins, along with compounds like ferulic acid and catechins, shield the endothelium from oxidative stress, preserving nitric oxide signaling. Acai also contains plant sterols that support healthy cholesterol balance, further protecting vascular integrity. Because acai berries spoil quickly after harvest, most of us encounter them as frozen puree or freeze-dried powder. Both retain their beneficial compounds. About 100 grams of frozen puree or 1 tablespoon of powder blended with water or yogurt is sufficient. Acai's flavor is tart and earthy. Blending it with blueberries or a touch of unsweetened cocoa enhances both taste and effect. Another fruit that deserves a closer look is the tart cherry. Deep red-purple in color and pleasantly sour, tart cherries have a very particular advantage for men who choose to eat them before bed. They are one of the few natural food sources of melatonin, the hormone that governs the sleep-wake cycle. And sleep, as you may know, is the silent architect of hormonal health. During the deepest stages of sleep, the male body releases the largest pulses of testosterone. Poor sleep, especially fragmented sleep, disrupts that pattern and leads to lower testosterone, diminished nitric oxide production, and weakened morning function. By eating tart cherries at night, you not only feed your endothelium with anthocyanins, you also provide your pineal gland with the raw materials to support deeper rest. Studies have shown that people who consume tart cherry juice increased total sleep time by more than an hour and reported better sleep quality overall. That translates directly into more time for your body to rebuild hormones and maintain vascular tone. About 1 cup of whole cherries, or 8 to 12 ounces of unsweetened tart cherry juice taken within an hour of bed is an ideal routine. Whole fruit is always preferable because it provides fiber and micronutrients that pure juice lacks, but the key is consistency. The nightly ritual matters more than the form. Let's move to another fascinating purple treasure, the passion fruit. Beneath its wrinkled purple shell lies a golden pulp filled with seeds and a rich collection of vitamins and plant compounds that quietly support male vitality. Passion fruit pulp is abundant in vitamins C and A, both vital for collagen synthesis and blood vessel repair, and in several B vitamins that assist in hormone production. The seeds contain a compound called picotanol, a molecular cousin of resveratrol that enhances nitric oxide production and reduces vascular inflammation. Some studies have even noted mild adaptogenic effects from alkaloids in passion fruit, meaning they help the nervous system balance stress responses. 2 or 3 fresh passion fruits before bed, seeds and all, make a tangy and surprisingly potent addition to this nightly protocol. When we step back and look at all of these purple fruits together, blueberries, blackberries, black raspberries, grapes, figs, plums, acai, tart cherries, and passion fruit, a clear pattern emerges. The deeper the color, the richer the protective chemistry. That dark pigment isn't just aesthetic, it's a biological signature of anthocyanin density. These pigments belong to a family of over 600 related molecules, each with slightly different effects on blood vessels, inflammation, and oxidative stress. By rotating your choices through the week, you expose your body to a spectrum of vascular support that no single supplement can provide. Some of my patients like to create a simple schedule. Monday might be blueberries, Tuesday blackberries, Wednesday figs, Thursday grapes, Friday tart cherries, Saturday plums, and Sunday a blend of acai and passion fruit. Others mix 2 or 3 together each evening to enjoy synergy in flavor and nutrition. What matters is repetition, the steady rhythm that allows the compounds to accumulate and perform their restorative work. Combining these fruits with healthy fats, such as almonds, walnuts, or avocado, improves the absorption of fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin A and certain flavonoids. Pairing them with a small serving of yogurt adds probiotics that support gut health, which in turn influences hormone metabolism. The gut-hormone connection is one of the most overlooked aspects of men's health. A balanced microbiome helps recycle and regulate testosterone and reduces systemic inflammation. Now, many men ask whether it would be easier to simply take an anthocyanin or resveratrol capsule. The short answer is that supplements can help, but they rarely replicate what happens when you consume the whole fruit. Nature designed these foods with complex layers of synergy: fiber that slows sugar absorption, trace minerals that stabilize blood pressure, and polyphenols that interact in ways we still don't fully understand. Clinical data consistently show that diets high in whole fruits yield greater vascular benefits than isolated extracts providing the same compounds on paper. That doesn't mean supplements are useless. For those who travel often or live in places where fresh fruit is scarce, a high-quality berry extract standardized for total anthocyanins can serve as a backup. Look for products made from whole fruit concentrate rather than synthetic isolates, and aim for an equivalent of 1 to 2 cups of berries per serving. But whenever possible, choose the living, natural source. There's also an emotional and neurological benefit to the act of eating real food. The scent, the texture, the satisfaction of taste, all of which trigger parasympathetic relaxation that aids digestion, circulation, and hormonal balance. Over time, these seemingly small dietary choices compound into measurable physiological improvements. Men who follow a consistent evening fruit ritual often notice better sleep quality within 2 weeks, stronger morning responses within a month, and improved overall energy within 3 months. Their blood pressure readings soften, cholesterol profiles shift favorably, and even mood stabilizes. Science supports these observations. Enhanced endothelial function, increased nitric oxide bioavailability, and lower oxidative markers all appear in studies on anthocyanin intake. Another subtle but powerful aspect is the antioxidant network created in your bloodstream after consistent consumption. Anthocyanins recycle other antioxidants, such as vitamin C and glutathione, keeping them active longer. This circular protection reduces the oxidative burden on testosterone-producing Leydig cells in the testes, indirectly supporting hormonal output. It's a quiet chain reaction that links diet, blood flow, sleep, and sexual health in one elegant system. So, when you think about your nightly routine, consider how a handful of dark fruits can become part of a larger restoration process. Maybe it's a small bowl of cold blueberries after dinner, or a few ripe figs enjoyed in silence before turning off the lights. Perhaps it's a glass of tart cherry juice while reading in bed. These are not quick fixes. They are quiet, cumulative acts of nourishment. And remember, the same mechanisms that improve erectile function are the ones that protect your heart, your brain, and your long-term vitality. The arteries of the heart and the arteries involved in sexual function are remarkably similar. When one improves, so does the other. Every piece of fruit, every serving of these natural pigments becomes a message to your body. Keep the vessels open, keep the blood moving, keep life flowing. If you take only one idea from today's talk, let it be this: health is not restored through complexity, but through consistency. The human body thrives on rhythm, sleeping, waking, eating, repairing. By aligning your nightly nutrition with that rhythm, you give your physiology permission to return to balance. So tonight, when the house is quiet and the day has settled, give yourself that small act of care. Choose one of nature's purple gifts. Let it be the final thing you taste before rest. And know that while you sleep, your body is quietly rebuilding its own strength. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Dr. Angelina Stone, and here at Men Over 50 Secrets, my goal is to help you understand how simple, natural choices can protect and even restore what time tends to take away. Stay consistent, stay curious, and remember, your vitality is not lost. It's simply waiting to be nourished again. Sleep well, and here's to your health.